Hi, and welcome to this edition of Craig Says. Now, what I'm saying to you today is that you can double the life of your ad in getting it found by those searching for what it is that you're marketing on Craigslist by using Craigslist as it was intended to be used, and more searchers are using it this way, as a search engine. Craigslist is indeed a search engine. And the fact that more and more buyers and renters are used to using Google and Yahoo and other places where they use keywords, they use search phrases to find what it is that they're looking for, they're now using Craigslist more and more that way. And many of you are missing out in getting those buyers or renters to find your listing once it's fallen off of page 1, page 2, whatever of Craigslist. So ad life. Let's talk quickly about ad life. Ad life is the life that the ad has, first of all, talking about page 1 of Craigslist. When an ad goes up on Craigslist, and let's talk about this one right here. This one went up at 12:38 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. By the way, it is currently on my computer 12:46. So just to give you a quick idea, this was put up at 12:38, this particular listing. And that is the most current at the moment on the top of page 1 of Craigslist. The last listing on Craigslist on page 1 of Craigslist, the last one on page 1, so there's 100 on page 1 of Craigslist, the last one was put up at 12:06. So let's do some quick math here. 12:06 p.m. was the last one of the 100. The first one, or the most current one I should say, was put up at 12:38. That's right, that is only 32 minutes from 12:06 to 12:38 that this listing and those in between have the opportunity to be found on page 1 of Craigslist. Does that make sense? That's right. These listings, these 100 on page 1, will only be viewed on page 1 for 30 or 35 minutes at the most. Then where do they go? They go to page 2. And then there's 100 on there. And then page 3 and page 4 and on and on and on. We all know that for the most part, most searchers are only going to look at page 1, maybe page 2. That's 100 to 200 ads that they're going to scan down through. Well, again, these people have become more and more informed and educated on how to use Craigslist and Google and Yahoo as search engines. So when they're searching, they're going to type in what they're looking for. I'm looking for a home for sale, say near Fashion Square and Fashion Square Shopping Center in Scottsdale, and I do a search. Now I'm looking at a page with only 14 listings that all started back on January 1, and 26 days later, all the listings that are near Fashion Square, at least the ones that are being marketed as near Fashion Square on Craigslist, are right in front of me. And as a buyer, I now have the opportunity to look at these listings and narrow down what I'm looking for, clicking on, viewing the ad, and going to the next one, and I don't have to go through hundreds of ads and listings because I've been a smart, educated searcher and I'm using keywords. Are you using keywords in your Craigslist listing ad? I suggest you do, and that's what Craig says today.